I have something new for you. How are you guys? Happy Saturday. I'm going to give it a minute for everybody to jump on because I have some exciting news, new from Jon Renau. So when you guys hop on, let me know where you're watching from, what is up today. If you are following me because you love wigs and you love alternative hair, this live is for you. I have some brand new wigs. Okay, I've got 2 brand new wigs from Jon Renau, and I don't know if you have heard, they have added to their California Blonde collection of colors. So if you're new to Jon Renau or you're new to their color selection, a number of years ago they came out with this California Blondes collection, and it's a collection of really gorgeous blondes, and they've had, I forget how many are within that California Blondes collection. I probably should have looked that up before I jumped on here, but they have added to it, and this is their brand new color, Catalina Blonde, and I got it in 2 different Jon Renau styles. So this color, so I'm going to show you both. This one that I have on my head is heat-friendly synthetic. The other wig that I have in the brand new Catalina Blonde is in straight synthetic. So I want to show you like how this color shows up differently on heat-friendly synthetic versus straight synthetic. And I'm also going to take you outside. So if you want to come outside with me, hang out in my backyard for a few moments, I'm going to take us downstairs. Now, my boys are home. I've warned them. I'm like, I might be coming through the kitchen with my phone while we're live. So fingers crossed, all goes good. I've never done that before while they are home. Okay, so Catalina Blonde, let's break down the color a little bit. Number 1, okay, so the number code is 1018827S8. So if you're new to wearing wigs, you're like, what the heck is all of that? Those numbers really stand for the different colors that make up the full new color mix, right? So the 101, as an example, is this money piece. It is a very cool, bright blonde surrounding your face. So within the California Blondes collections, they've never had a color that is, got this really bright front hairline. So if you don't like that, Catalina Blonde is not going to be for you, okay? I personally think it's really, really beautiful. I think they've done a really great job. For me personally right now, I mean, we're at the height of summer. My skin is probably darker than it normally is, and it's definitely sort of my summer skin tone. And this color against my deep warm skin is kind of clashing a little bit. It isn't my favorite on me right now, but this color, ladies, is gorgeous. Okay. I'm going to grab, so this is Jon Renau's Drew. Did I mention it? This new color, Catalina Blonde, comes in on 37 of their styles. So if any point, if you guys want, a list of all the Jon Renau wigs that this new color comes in, or direct links to the ones that I'm showing you today, just drop the word Catalina, Catalina. Drop Catalina in the comments, and I'll send you over the list of all the wigs it comes in, a link to shop and my discount code and all the things, okay? So the other wig that I got Catalina in, like I said, is a straight synthetic. This is Zara Light. So Zara comes in, like, this is not a new style. They've had this for a long time. I've had Zara before, but it comes, okay, so this is Zara Light. When they first came out with Zara, it was regular Zara. And then they came out with their light collection. And what that means is that they are lower density than their originals, right? So you can go for Zara, you can go for Zara Light. The light wigs with Jon Renau, it's Lite. The light wigs have hand-tied caps, so they're lower density style. So I got it in Zara Light, and then this is Drew, okay? So let's take a look at the difference in the color. So this is the new Catalina Blonde on heat-friendly synthetic fiber. You've got that really bright money piece. I literally just got this out of the box yesterday, guys. I need to put a little bit of wig wax. So if you guys need wig wax, the Jon Renau Peace Out Cream is really good. Helps to sort of redirect these front pieces if you've got some of those flyaways. It really helps with that too. So this is Zara Light, but it's straight synthetic. So let's take a look at the difference in the color. Okay, so same color, Catalina Blonde. I'm gonna hold it up. Maybe you guys can see, okay? Straight synthetic, heat-friendly synthetic. Number one, I don't know if it's picking it up on the camera. Okay, so when I'm looking at my phone, it's not picking it up. What I can tell you is the root on the, there we go, sort of. The root on the straight synthetic is darker than the root on heat-friendly synthetic, okay? That 101 at the front here, you can see the difference. I can see it in the camera, right? The 101 is cooler on straight synthetic than it is on heat-friendly synthetic. This is still a cool blonde at the front, clearly, right? But when you compare it to a straight synthetic, the straight synthetic reads even cooler and icier. A couple of other differences that I've noticed in this new color, when we look at the body of the shade, is the body of the shade on the heat friendly is more neutral in tone. There is some honey that runs through this, and although it does not read as honey on the heat friendly, it does on the straight synthetic, okay? So the reason why colors look different on a straight synthetic versus a heat-friendly synthetic is simply because when the color is applied to the fiber, it takes differently. So the reason why I wanted to pick a straight synthetic and a heat-friendly synthetic when I was, ordering these was so that I could show you this new color on both types of fiber, okay? The other huge difference between heat-friendly synthetic and straight synthetic is the shine, okay? I haven't done anything to Zara. I don't know if you guys can see, Zara has a decent amount of shine. It's not bad, actually, to be very honest. It's not bad, but versus heat-friendly synthetic, you have very little to no shine, okay? Straight synthetic is easier to care for. Heat-friendly synthetic needs a little bit of TLC. You need to apply heat to the ends, anywhere where it's friction, like hair rubbing against your clothes or on your shoulders, to keep it feeling and looking great. But if you're interested in the links to Drew, to Zara, and to any of the other 37 styles that this new Catalina Blonde comes in, just drop Catalina in the comments. I'll send it over to you. But the other thing that I did, okay, why don't I I'll put on Zara. In the event that you guys haven't, this is more about the new color than it is about the style. I'm gonna put Drew back on because I have a few other colors, blondes, that I want to compare for you, okay? So this is Zara Light, the other in the new Catalina Blonde, okay? Again, I just took this out of the box yesterday. In my opinion, it needs some dry shampoo. So straight synthetic, and you can see this color and how it differs on straight synthetic versus heat-friendly synthetic. Ladies, this piece is long. I won't be wearing Zara Light like this one on the daily, right? Like it's too long for me, but it's really pretty for like event hair, for wedding, for date night, that type of thing. It's really pretty for that. I like Zara Light, this one, versus the original Zara. In my opinion, the original Zara had a bit too much volume, to be honest. I have it parted down the middle, Zara Light in the middle. The other thing, but you can part it anywhere you want because it's got a full monofilament top. The other thing I want to show you guys is on Jon Renaus light caps, the lace comes super long, but they've done a really good job on the lace. I don't know if you guys can see there. You can probably see when I turn my head like that. The lace is coming down to here. That to me is too long. So I would just trim it with my scissors. I've done this before on my other Zara Light that I had. So this is Zara Light in the new Catalina Blonde. What do you guys think of this color? You have to like the money piece, right? If you don't like the money piece, then take a look at these styles in different shades because they come in all of the great, you know, Jon Renau colors. This is definitely a long piece, right? What do you guys think? Drop it in the comments. What do you think? Okay, why don't I, why don't I show you guys? So Jon Renau, Zara Light. I could part it. I would need to fiddle around with the parting space, but you could part this on the left. You can part it on the right. Part it anywhere you choose. Again, I'm going to trim this lace so it's not so long, but it's pretty, right? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think it's pretty. Again, this length is not my daily driver. It's not a length that I feel comfortable in wearing all the time. But this style, like Zara Light, is really great for those of you guys, like if you're looking for a style to do updos with, it's really great because you've got that 100% hand-tied cap. You don't see any of the wefting. So when you pull it up or pull it back, hand-tied caps are really great for that. The density is really good on the light, not on the regular Zara. On the regular Zara, the volume is considerable. But on Zara Light, you see like the ponytail doesn't look abnormally thick because it's got a reasonable amount of density, right? It's pretty. It's really pretty. Okay, let me show you quickly and compare. I want to compare two other of my favorite blondes, okay? Against this new Catalina Blonde. So these are both Drews, okay? This is my, let me stand up. Oh, let me make sure this shirt is, or dress is short. Both of these are Drew. This new one is Catalina Blonde, and this one is 12 FS8. So if you want to know how does the new Catalina Blonde compare to 12 FS8, can you see it? So this one being Catalina Blonde, you can see that money piece at the front, right? You can see that it's cooler in tone and lighter and brighter. 12 FS8, they're both, oh, let me talk about the roots. They're both rooted. In my opinion, the root on Catalina Blonde, the new one, is lighter than the root on 12 FS8. Remember, we're looking at the exact same wig, exact same fiber type, right? Both of these being heat friendly because they're both the same wig style. I love Drew. Drew is a pop on and go, light density, easy to wear style. I have always loved Drew. In fact, of my Jon Renau styles, I would say Drew and Holly. I don't know if I'm missing anything, but Drew and Holly would be my favorite. Holly, they are not making, I'm just looking at the list. They're not making Holly in this brand new color. Hopefully soon. It was the first thing that I looked at because Holly is right at the top of my list as far as Jon Renau faves. So the two colors, 12 FS8 versus Catalina Blonde, you guys can see that 12 FS8 has some more warmth. But when you look at it on its own, right, 12 FS8 looks more neutral than when you hold it up against Catalina Blonde. You can definitely see the warmth when you hold it up side by side. Okay, let me show you the shade mix on Drew on 12 FS8 in comparison. Okay, so this is my very well loved Drew. I have worn Drew over and over and over again. I freaking love this style. This is a great style for a half up as well because of these layers. Again, you can part it any way that you wish, but this is Jon Renau's Drew in 12 FS8. And then again, in comparison to Catalina Blonde. Can you see the root? Yeah. Do you see the root difference? 12 FS8, the new Catalina Blonde. Big difference, right? Okay, so let's compare it to Malibu Blonde. Malibu Blonde is part of the California Blonde collection. First, I'm going to compare Malibu Blonde, which is 12 FS12. I'm first going to compare it to 12 FS8, okay? This is a different wig. This is called Haute H-A-U-T-E. If you drop Catalina, guys, if you're just jumping on because I saw the number jump up, drop Catalina in the comments. I'm going to send you the link to all the wigs that this brand new color Catalina Blonde comes in, and links to all of these styles, even if you want to get them in different colors. Okay, so this is Hout from Jon Renau in 12 FS12. It's heat friendly, versus Drew, heat friendly, in 12 FS8. The biggest difference between 12 FS8 and 12 FS12 is the root. This one, the 8 has an 8 root, 12 FS8. And this one, Malibu Blonde, is 12 FS12. It has a 12 root, okay? So the lower the number, the darker the shade, like in general. The lower the number, the darker the shade. 12 FS8, 12 FS12, okay? So you can see that the body of the colors between Malibu Blonde and 12 FS8, Jon Renau provides like names and number codes. Not all manufacturers do that. So when I talk about 12 FS12 and say Malibu Blonde, they're one and the same, okay? It's not referring to the style, it's referring just to the color, okay? So you can see the colors are quite similar. The biggest difference is in the root, okay? So now let's take 12 FS12, that Malibu Blonde, the Malibu Blonde from their California Blondes collection, and compare it to the brand new Catalina Blonde. Both of these are heat-friendly synthetic fiber wigs, okay? Malibu Blonde, you can see it looks warmer, again, in comparison to Catalina, but when you look at it on its own, it is more neutral in tone. So Catalina definitely is icier, it's cooler, but it's dynamic. If you look through the fibers and look at the different mix of colors that's within this new Catalina Blonde, it's really beautiful. I prefer a dynamic shade, and what I mean by that is it's not a flat color, okay? It's made up of multiple different shades. When you hear somebody say it's a dynamic blonde or a dynamic brunette, that's what they're talking about, okay? So what I like about Catalina Blonde is definitely they have retained that dynamic mix, and that reads more natural, right? Whenever you have a color that's flat and all one color, it tends to look a little fake. Okay, so then let's look at the difference between the rooting on 12 FS12 Malibu Blonde versus Catalina Blonde. And the root on 12 FS12 is warmer, and yeah, it's warmer than what we see on Catalina Blonde. Catalina Blonde's root in comparison to 12 FS12 is a titch darker, but it's also cooler in tone, okay? Whoo! Okay, now you guys want to go see this color outside? Who wants to see it outside? Let me know. And you're going to have to forgive. I have no idea what my house looks like. I have not been downstairs in a little bit. Hopefully the boys are dressed and not made a total mess. So come with me. Hold on. It's gray. Well, looks like it's gray outside. I have an umbrella out there so I can take you. This is giving me life. Oh my gosh, Lindsay, you're starting chemo on Monday, girl. Okay. First of all, I'm praying for you. I hope that this helps you. If you have questions, Lindsay, if you're struggling with, deciding what's best for you, Lindsay, what I'll tell you is this. Perhaps you know this already, okay? A few tips. Number one, many women that go through cancer treatment or chemo experience sensitivity within their scalp. So perhaps you may, and maybe that ends up being you, or maybe it doesn't. But in the event that it does, one thing that I find to be really helpful with my clients is looking at caps that have a good amount of hand-tied portions to the cap. So if I looked at where did Zara go? Oh, hold on 1 second. Woo, the skirt is short. Okay, so what I'm talking about here is a cap that has like hand-tied sections like this is softer than wefting, okay? So look at something like that. The second thing I would recommend for you is many women, when they go through chemo, their skin tone changes a little bit, right? Sometimes it gets a little bit gray and a little bit gray. So when you're picking color, perhaps err on the side of one shade warmer than versus cooler, because the warmth can help to bring your face back to life, bring back some of that color that some women experience during chemo. Okay, so I hope, Lindsay, I hope that this helped you. If this is your first wig, also look for something that is lower density and that is easy to care for, okay? You just send me a message if you need any help. But I'm thinking of you, okay? All right. And if you guys have any more questions, drop it in. Where can you buy it? So Tatiana, I think is how I pronounce your name. If you drop the word Catalina, Catalina, drop Catalina in the comments. I'll send you the link to all of these styles. I'll send you the link to all of these Jon Renau styles that come in this new Jon Renau color, but there's tons of other color options. If this new color isn't your jam, you can do that. I recommend wigsbypattiespearls.com. So that's where the links, that's where it would direct you. And I will also send you my code to save you 30% off. And you can stack SHIPFREE, like one word, SHIPFREE, for free US shipping. Okay. Okay, got that question. Guys, if I have missed anything, just let me know. Yeah, another question of where can you buy it? Got it. Okay, who wants to go outside and see this color outside? Because lighting makes a big difference. So I am right now in my filming room, if you will. I'm sitting in front of lights because my room here is very dark. Okay, so let me take you. Where is the mute button? Guys, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So, welcome to my house. We're going to go outside. And you see, so I am in really bad lighting in my hallway, overhead lights. So you guys can see as I walk through my house, the difference in how the color shows up. Let me just, there we go. Okay, let's go outside. Hi, Mav. Those are my dogs. Say hi, Maverick. Hey, Carts. Hi, Cole. They are not happy. You guys want to say good morning? Oh, hold on. Let me grab my sunglasses. Okay. So you guys want to see? Hold on. I got to put you down. Guys, it's so warm out. My sunglasses just fogged up. Okay. Here is Catalina Blonde. It is, you can see, it's overcast. I'm going to go underneath this umbrella here so that you guys can see what the color looks like, natural light. So you can still see, obviously, that money piece at the front, the beautiful dynamic blonde, and then this is further shaded, further shading. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this really quick live today to take a look at wig wax, guys. That little piece there, wig wax. I hope this helped you guys take a look at this new color. I think Jon Renaus done a really great job. Is it for me right now with my dark tan skin? I don't think so, but I think it is gorgeous. Okay, see you guys. Have a great day.